Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vaibhav Rathi and I'm currently a first year student at IIM Tiruchirappalli. I'm just done with my first month of my MBA here and I'm here to talk on why the first few months at MBA or especially the IIM rigor, why are they so challenging yet transformative? So when we started our first week at IIM Tiruchirappalli, we had a lot of orientation sessions which were planned for us. And I must say that it eventually quickly became and turned into a business boot camp. And why I say or use that term is these are very transformative and building block kind of session where we are not just having knowledge transfer sessions, we are having leadership meets with our alumni, we are in fact having ice breaking sessions with our student peers, but as well we are going on with our classes, assignments, and we are also having different tasks which are keeping us occupied throughout the day. So initially how it looks like is I am having morning batch or morning classes. So what that means is I have my classes continuously till 2 p.m. and after that I have to make sure that I'm doing the assignment and tasks which are done in the class in the evening itself. Now the tasks or the work doesn't stop there. It actually begins there because the main crux of the class is to go through those case studies again or go through those materials again to apply that whole knowledge what we have learned practically. And that's where we have additional tasks which comes in the form of different clubs and committees which are there to prep us for our upcoming SIPs, which is summer internship process, as well as what the MBA rigor is all about. And there are a few other things which I also wrote. Apart from this, why it becomes so important is the companies, when they look at the MBA in India, every company wants the best of students, the best of workforce working for them. And they all know that these people are cream of the cream because they have cleared CAT and now they are in the best of the best competing for the best job roles out there. And no company wants to miss out on the best of talent, and hence they come for the summer internship process really early. Now ideally, let's say if you are from engineering background, you might be relating this that you have 2 years to build your resume and then you actually work on your skills and go looking for those internship opportunities. But in IIMs it doesn't happen that way. The work, the internship process, it will start right away from August itself, and that's why these all things are very important. The class material, the frameworks which we study in the classes, and all the work which we are doing outside of it, may be the task, it could be related to preparation of your resume or the task where you are preparing yourself, introducing yourself, creating an elevation pitch for yourself, or maybe writing some write-ups for the company as for the mock PI rounds. All this is really important because you'll never even know when next month the process will start and it will hit you like anything. And on top of that, why the position of responsibility part, like the selection of club and committees, is also important. It is due to the fact that many students which come here have mix of backgrounds. We all might not be having good position of responsibilities in our resume, especially given if you're a fresher, if you're not having work experience, and if you haven't led teams practically outside of the educational environment, that is your work practical environment. You need some good position of responsibilities in your resume, and that's why you need those rigorous schedule and work when it comes to the placement committee or any committee process, so that you are part of it and then you showcase those position of responsibilities on your resume. And why I am sharing all this is, when you enter into any MBA or IIM, if you're an CAT aspirant, things are going to be really overwhelming for you. But at the same time, please know that these are happening to transform you into a next business leader, and this is going to be the same culture or the same rigor when you step outside of MBA. So it might be very challenging at the moment. I know I myself is getting overwhelmed with all the caseworks and material which is given to me. In fact, I'm not able to practically keep up with all the subjects. I'm trying my best, and that's where I also want to highlight two or three things which I've been doing which are working out well for me, at least in few subjects. One thing which I've realized is perfection is not the key. We'll get that perfection part over time because all this process is going to be overwhelming for all of us. In fact, people here are from varied backgrounds. We all do not know all the subjects, and we also want to participate in case competitions and other certifications or anything which are happening on campus, because MBA life, it's all about networking and the happening life which is happening outside of classes. You want to participate, you want to interact with your peers, and you want to learn from them. And amidst all this, you'll be having a lot of deadlines. So what I've realized is mediocrity is fine. but submission is more important. Missing any submission deadline when it comes to project or any material or any case prep, class material, any project for that matter, it is very important that you don't lose out on the deadlines, because perfection will come over time. We have 2 years of timeline in an MBA, and we'll obviously be looking forward to the things where we can prioritize, where we are good at, and then we'll be working on those to again build our majors in the second year. But at the time right now, if you're finding it really overwhelming, please do not try to manage time. Instead, just keep on your priorities and just give your best. Know that you'll see a lot of people who are good at a lot of things. That doesn't mean that you have to worry about the competition, because you have to actually use that competition to your advantage. Go ask people, don't hesitate. If you're not good at something and if you want to learn from certain people, go reach out, ask to them. I have been doing the same thing, and that is working really well for me. The section I'm in, I have a very good variety and mix of students, and they are again in my hostel itself. I often go to their rooms and request them if they are doing something good, how they are doing it. I try to go with them to the LRC, which is the library at IIM Trichy, and ensure booking those brain bubbles to understand and then discuss with them how they are able to do or read a particular case well, how are the frameworks and what are the frameworks which they are able to readily apply, and how are they able to better manage their time. And why I am saying that all to you is, if you are also a person who is doing MBA from any college for any for that matter, if you're finding it overwhelming, please invest in good people early and believe that perfection will come over time. It's fine to be consistent and be mediocrity at work in the start, because that's how you'll be building consistently on the next few steps, and how you build over time is more important. Because many people at this point of time will start giving up in the sense, they'll have a lot of subjects and they'll just focus on a first few subjects. Like maybe if someone wants to go into marketing, he or she will just focus on that particular subject. And why that is not a good idea is, in SIPs things are very random. You will never know which company is coming first, which is coming later on, and how the selection process is going to be. And especially given if you are very focused on one particular domain, and if you don't end up getting in the next few months, or the majors which will be required in the second year for that matter, you will be disappointed. But at the same time, if you approach things with an open mind, and if you go for all those materials, specializations with an open mind, if you explore all the good options and then interact with few peers who might have are already having work experience in that field, or are maybe doing some certifications to build their better career in that particular field, then you'll learn more, because learning all those functional aspects is more important than just focusing on one or two particular subjects. So please avoid doing that mistake. So another point which I wanted to hit on is the student driven culture at IIMs. Now this is something which I want to give a shout out to all my seniors which I have interacted and had the grateful opportunity to maybe just speak to them for a few minutes. We as juniors have been reaching out to our seniors. Not only they are very supportive, we are consistently asking them maybe same repetitive questions, because obviously we meet them individually. Sometimes we also have our batch meets where we are asking a lot of questions to them. The amount of maturity is reflected by the sheer fact that the patience they have, and they are never let's say tired, or never they'll say that they'll answer this question later on. They are there to answer all your queries regardless of the number of times people are asking that. And that student driven culture is again taken forward when it comes to all clubs and committees. There are different kinds of clubs and committees which are doing different kinds of works in IIM, let's say from placement team to placement preparation team, who is there to help us out. And then there are different clubs and committees from consulting to finance and whatnot, related to sports, etc. And these are all student driven, and these are our seniors who are having their classes as well, their preparation material, their studies and their midterms going on, and still they are willing to reach out and help those junior folks out. And this is the culture across IIMs or across MBA colleges. It's not just about the IIM Trichy which I'm saying about. And why again I'm highlighting this fact is, if you have those good seniors who are willing to help you out, please don't refrain or hesitate to reach out to them. If you're finding things overwhelming in the first few months itself, reach out to them. Maybe ask them how they face those problems and how they rectified it. Because you need to know that you might be a unique person in yourself. Your experiences might be unique, but the problems which you are facing, they are not unique at all. We all are humans, we all have faced different types of problems which could be fit into different buckets. And when you interact with other people, when you interact with your seniors especially, you feel that this is something which everyone is going through, this is doable, and if they have done, you can too, and you will have your own strengths to get through this. So these are again all candid conversation or thoughts which are coming to my mind, which I wanted to share when it comes to the first month recap at IIM Trichy. And few other points which I wanted to hit on was, if you are also a person who's finding different subjects overwhelming and is not able to give his or her best when it comes to few subjects, it's okay. There's a lot of material which every MBA college is having on their in their library, or as well you can go find that content by the YouTube content which is being shared by our senior mentors, and they could be from any IIM or any MBA college for that matter. Please reach out to them, and please reach out over their YouTube channels and see the content which they have already posted. See how they have been cracking case comps, they see how they have been preparing or doing the pre-prep material, because at this moment, even though IIMs have started, IIT's MBA journey is still starting. And if you're a person, if you still have time, you can actually start learning those subjects early which you are weak on or which you are not exposed to early, to build a good confidence in that subject. Because again, the classes will flow like a J curve, because initial few classes you'll feel okay, you are getting a hold of it, but suddenly you'll realize that amidst all the assignments, things will go so super fast that you won't have time just for yourself. So this is what I have seen so far. I have kept this video very candid, thoughts which came to me and how my first month looked like. If you're a person who's able to manage things better, I would love to know your experience, your journey as well. Please feel free to comment and let me know as well as to how you are managing your priorities better. And if you are a person, or if you're watching this from IIM Trichy, you can always reach out to me. My LinkedIn link would be in the description of this video as well as in my YouTube description. Let's meet maybe near hostels or at LRC library in the brain bubbles, and looking forward to engage and interact with you all. With that, thank you so much for joining in. We'll be bringing in some more good content and whatever is happening, let's say the sneak peek inside the IIM life sooner to you. Bye bye guys, see you.